If you're visiting Okinawa between the months of November and March and you're not sure what to do, keep watching. I'm going to go over what Okinawa is like in the off season and give you 10 different things to do to make your trip unique and special during the winter months. But first, I want to give a quick note on the weather. I'm used to seasons, so I think this feels amazing, and the most I've ever worn here is like a light winter jacket, but some people who are used to warmer climates definitely bundle up. It's my very favorite time in Okinawa because it's after the typhoon season of summer and it's before the rainy season of spring. It is a little bit windy all the time, but I would take that any day over sweating the second I walk outside. Okay, let's dive into 10 things that you can do in Okinawa during the off season. Number 1 is hiking. Hiking in Okinawa during the wintertime is so great because there are not as many bugs and the temperature is way better. There's a Hike Okinawa Facebook group that you can join that has a lot of different hikes listed there. But if you're looking for hikes with good views, the top 3 that I can recommend are Mount Motobu Fuji, Katsudake, and number 3 is Mount Nago, which is a pretty short walk. If you're looking for a good waterfall hike, I can recommend Tataki Falls. This is definitely a more advanced hike through a stream, and there are some difficult parts. You will get wet and the water might be a little cold. Then there's Hijia Falls. This path is a good walking trail, well maintained, and it's a way easier walk than Tataki. And then there is Todoroki Waterfall Park. Less of a hike, more of a short walk to a picnic area near a waterfall. Moving on to number 2, outdoor parks. There are a lot of outdoor parks in Okinawa, and yes, they're open year-round, but I think they're really great to visit during the wintertime because the temperature is better and it's just less crowded in general. Some parks to look out for are the Nago Pineapple Park. This is a place where you can learn the story of Okinawa's pineapple crops. There's a winery, distillery, tropical garden, shops, and lots of different foods showcasing all the ways that you can eat pineapples. Nago is also home to the Dino Dinosaur Park, and this is where you can spot 80 different types of dinosaurs in the Yanburu subtropical forest. In Ona, there is Bios on the Hill, and this is a forest and nature park that offers water buffalo cart rides, gardens, animals, canoes, and standing kayak rentals, and 25-minute river boat rides. Also, keep an eye out for a new park set to open in 2025 called Junglia. There's not a ton of information about it online yet, but according to their website, quote, "The concept is to allow you to experience truly realistic entertainment with your whole body in the middle of nature." So keep an eye open for that. Number 3, events. Okinawa is a pretty busy place. Like every weekend, it seems like there's something going on. Before you visit, I would check out the Okinawa tourism page to see if there's any events happening in the time frame that you're thinking of coming. Following pages on Facebook like Oki Social and like Okinawa Events are also a good way to keep up with what's going on. I've also made a video that I'll link here where I go over some of the top events happening in Okinawa during the wintertime. I go over highlights like the cherry blossom season, the sports events that are happening, pottery festivals, and the Naha Giant Tug of War. Number 4 is golfing. In the wintertime, Okinawa is great for golfing. There are so many golf courses to choose from, all ranging in different price and design. Most of them are concentrated in the southern part of Okinawa, but there are a few sprinkled throughout the whole thing. Number 5 is whale watching. Between January and March is a fantastic time to see humpback whales in Okinawa. If you're interested in learning more about this, I made a whole video about it that I will link for you. In it, I go over where to see whale watching from shore, and then I go over our experience with going on a whale watching tour versus going on a swim with whales experience. Number 6 is visiting an onsen. I think there's only one true onsen on the main island of Okinawa, and that is located at the Ryukyu Onsen Senagajima Hotel. You can stay at the hotel or just buy a day pass to use the onsen facilities. It's a beautiful spot overlooking the Naha airport, so you can watch planes land over the ocean while soaking in the natural hot spring baths. I do want to note that this facility is a no tattoo zone. They won't let you in if you have a tattoo. Also, this place is not specifically an onsen, but it's somewhere I'm really interested in trying, and it is called the Aneti Sauna, located in the photo Jungle Land on Google Maps. Then if you follow them on Instagram, you can kind of get a better feel for their mixed-use sauna facilities and the special events that they host. And you can follow them on Instagram at anetai_sauna. Number 7 is Holiday Illuminations. Between November and March, there's some great illuminations happening in Okinawa. Again, I made a full video about this that I can link here where I go over 6 different illuminations. And some of my favorite ones are definitely the Ryukyu Lantern Festival at Murasaki Mura and the Tropical Illuminations at the Southeast Botanical Gardens. Most of these events and illuminations have a whole food section and an entertainment schedule, so it's a great way to spend an evening. Number 8, sunset and dinner cruises. Speaking of a great way to spend the evening, why not a sunset cruise? I have a couple on my radar. The first one is the Moby Dick Cruise Lines out of Naha. These offer a sunset dinner cruise option and a night dinner cruise option, each having a range of menus to choose from. They also offer anniversary or birthday service, which includes drinks with fireworks, a song celebration from the entertainer, and a dessert plate. There's also Chaton Harbor Brewery that offers a sunset cruise. When my friends and I did this, it was super laid back. We reserved our tickets ahead of time, paid when we got there, bought some drinks at the brewery, and brought them on the boat with us. We kind of just hung out and drank beer as we watched the sunset. There wasn't really any music or like fanfare happening. It was just a very straightforward sunset cruise. Lastly, there is Funny Pal, who also operates out of Chaton Harbor. You can book a private 2-person sunset cruise or a Starry Sky night cruise. This boat seems much smaller than the others, making it good for small groups or a more intimate experience. Number 9 is outdoor adventure sports. There's lots to do in the island, but I will go through a couple examples, and the first one is an ATV jungle buggy ride. There are several places on island who offer this experience, and you don't need a driver's license to do it. You can check out the Yanbaru Adventure Farm, which also has ziplining, or the Itoman Jungle Buggy Tour. If you're not really interested in buggying, there is also Forest Adventure in Onna that offers 6 different rope courses and zipline courses ranging from kid-friendly to advanced. Okinawa is home to some beautiful mangrove forests, and there are a couple kayak companies that will give you a mangrove kayak tour. Companies like East River offer tours all year round, and I actually have a tour scheduled with them coming up in November, and I'm really excited about it. Booking it was super easy, but I will say that a lot of the tour times depend on the tides. So for example, I booked ours super easy, but it was like 7 a.m. and I was like, can we do it later? And he was like, yeah, but you have to do it on a different day. So I could choose a different day, and then our tour was at a much more reasonable time. Number 10 is shopping. I wasn't really expecting holiday shopping to be so big in Japan, but nope, capitalism is thriving. At the big malls and outlets, you will definitely find some holiday deals happening. During the New Year celebrations, you might also look out for Fukubukuro lucky bags. This is a long-standing New Year's tradition where stores will sell, quote, mystery bags filled with a random assortment of things. While it's definitely more of a mainland Japan thing, keep your eye out in Okinawa because you might find some stores where you can get your own Fukubukuro bag. In addition to all of that, I've also made a video about thrifting and vintage shopping in Okinawa. They probably won't have any like crazy holiday deals going on, but the thrift shopping here is really interesting because of the American influence that's been here for so long. There are really so many things to do in Okinawa all year round. I've made a couple videos where I talk about how to visit different World War II sites, as well as some of my favorite snorkeling spots. I will leave a video that I made here about 12 things to do in Naha, which is always fun to visit all year round. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!